Hello teachers. Today I'm going to show you how to get started using Google Sites. It's a very easy tool. You'll be able to post assignments, you'll be able to post announcements, videos, documents, anything that you want you could put straight up there, and then parents and students will have access to it simply by typing in the link of your website or clicking on it in an email. So the first thing you want to do, make sure you're logged into your work email address account. So in the right hand corner, you should see that it has our domain at calvarychristianschool.net. So then what you want to do is go on over to Google Sites. You can do that by typing in sites.google.com, and it'll bring you to this page here. Now, what you want to do when you're at this page is on the left-hand side, right down over here, there'll be a button that says New Google Sites. You want to go ahead and click that. Now this will bring up a page where all of your Google Sites that you've created are right here. So you can see that I've created some sample sites, some regular. Now if yours is blank, that's completely fine because you haven't used it before. Now what you want to do is on the bottom right hand corner, you'll see a plus sign. Go ahead and click that. Now this is prompting the system to create your own website. You'll be able to drag and drop. You'll be able to customize. You can make this as simple as you want or as complex as you want. But I like keeping things simple. You go ahead and give your page a title. So I'm going to title it Sample Site ES. And in the left-hand side, I want to make sure that I actually have a name for this website. This is for me. This is so that I can go and find it if I have a lot of sites that I'm sifting through. So I'll type in ES sample. So now I have a header, but as you can see, there's nothing here on the page. Well, that's what all this stuff on the right-hand side is for. You can insert any of these things. You can insert pictures. You can insert links from websites. You can insert things from Google Drive. The simplest thing that you guys can get started doing is the text box. The text box is your easiest way of just including messages. So if I go ahead and hit text box, you'll see that I can now write directly into this little square rectangle that it's given me. Now, I like using titles because it does make the text bigger and easier to organize. So maybe the first thing that I do is parent info. All right, and then I click off of that. So now I have a nice little title here, but there's no information. So I'll go back over to the text box, hit that, and it'll bring up another text box directly underneath parent info. So now this is where I can actually put our info. So I can say this is a Google site where all work and announcements will be. And then I could even include my information. My info, I could include my email address, all that. I'm not going to put it in, but you guys get the picture. I could put in any information that I want right there. And if you look at this, it looks like it's supposed to be right underneath the parent info. So what if I wanted to actually start including what my students are supposed to do, potentially on a daily basis? Well, you have a few different options. You can use one of these layouts and customize it that way. Or you can just hit text box. Maybe I'll title this one Tuesday, March 17th. And that's what I want my students to do on March 17th. Now, that's the date. What about the information? Once again, right-hand side, text box. It'll put it right underneath. And this is where I could actually list the work that I want my students to do. So I can tell them, please watch this YouTube video and respond to the following questions. So now what's great about this is, let's say you were able to find a YouTube video that you actually want them to watch and learn a little bit about. Well, it works very well with YouTube. If you go to this right-hand side, you scroll down on this toolbar all the way until you see the YouTube button. Go ahead and click on that. Now you'll be able to search your YouTube videos straight in this little box without actually having to leave the site. So let's pretend like our student was learning about the animal kingdom. So I needed to find a applicable video that teaches them about the animal kingdom. Well, here's the Magnificent Animal Kingdom Science for Kids for grade 5. All right, so I'll go ahead and embed that. And now the YouTube video is literally right there. It is accessible to the parents and students as long as they're on this website, and they don't even have to leave the page. So then they watch that, But what about the questions we wanted them to answer? Well, again, text box. So go on up, hit text box, and now you could have the questions right below the video. And you can write in whatever questions you wanted. Now, that's the simplest way of doing things here. You put the date down, you tell them what you want them to do, and it'll be easy for the parents to identify what day it is, what their kid's supposed to do, and all that stuff. You could also move the text boxes around at any point. As you can see, this is completely draggable, so I could put it on the top if I wanted to. I can put it back down on the bottom. It's customizable to you. But remember, we also had the layouts on this right-hand side. So what if I were to hit one of these layouts instead? So I could go ahead and click this one where you can see that there's a big nice square there along with what's supposed to be some words. So if I hit that, let's say I wanted to organize it this way. YouTube video, put in Animal Kingdom for Kids again. And it'll come on up, and let's choose this video, animal classification. So I go ahead and embed that, and now I can say answer questions. And I could put the questions right underneath here. So pretty simple in order to do that and organize it pretty easy. And then once I'm ready to upload stuff for another day, I could go text box, title, and then the next day would be Wednesday, March 18th. And I could include anything I want here. I could say read for 10 minutes and write a paragraph on what you learned. And this is what the site actually looks like if somebody else were to come to it. So very simple. There's not much to it, but it will make the world of difference because parents and students can log on to it, see, okay, this is what I'm supposed to do.